Welcome back, game show fans. Today, we're throwing it back to a classic episode of Wheel of Fortune. All the way from November 25th, 2014, it's time to see who solved the puzzles, who hit the big money wedges, and who walked away a champion. So grab your popcorn, and let's get ready to spin that wheel. As the show kicks off, we meet our three hopeful contestants. First up is Tom, a high school history teacher from Chicago with a passion for classic cars. He's hoping to win enough to restore a vintage Mustang. Next, we have Sarah, a bubbly graphic designer from San Diego who loves to travel. She's got her eye on a trip to Italy. And finally, there's Brenda, a retired nurse from Austin, Texas, who wants to spoil her grandkids. The energy is high, and Pat and Vanna are ready to get things started. The first toss-up puzzle is worth a quick $1,000, and the category is on the map. The letters pop up one by one: T-O-R-O-N, T-O Canada. Tom buzzes in with incredible speed and solves Toronto, Canada, snagging the first grand of the night. He's off to a fantastic start, and you can see the confidence in his eyes. He gets to start the first round, now for round one, and the category is same letter. This is always a fun one. The puzzle board is waiting. Tom gives the wheel a powerful first spin and lands on $500. He calls a T, and Vanna reveals three of them. He's up to $1,500 already. He buys a vowel, an E, and there are two. Spins again, this time landing on the $700 wedge. He guesses an S, and boom, two more letters appear. His total is climbing fast. He decides to solve, and the puzzle reads something like S something, S something, S something. With confidence, he solves Spectacular Spring Surprise. And just like that, he adds another $2,850 to his bank, bringing his round one total to $3,850. What a dominant start. Sarah and Brenda haven't even had a chance to spin yet. Moving on to the second toss-up, worth $2,000. The category is food and drink. The letters start filling the board. B-R-E-A. K-F-A-S-T burrito. This time it's Sarah who buzzes in. She solves breakfast burrito and puts herself on the board with $2,000. That's the boost she needed, and now she gets control of the wheel for the next round. Round two is the mystery round. The category is before and after. This is where things can get really exciting. One of those mystery wedges hides $10,000, but the other hides a bankrupt. Sarah starts off with a good spin, landing on $600. She calls an N, and there are three of them. She's up to $1,800. She spins again, landing right on the mystery wedge. The crowd gasps. Does she risk it? She has $1,800 in her bank. She calls a D. Vanna turns over to D's. Now the big question, does she flip the wedge? She decides to go for it. The crowd is on the edge of their seats. Pat flips it over, and it's the $10,000. The studio erupts. Sarah is ecstatic. She's now at $12,800 just from that one move. She keeps her cool and buys a vowel, an I, and there are three. She spins one more time, lands on $500, and calls an L. The puzzle is almost complete. She solves Finding Nemo's little sister. A perfect solve. Sarah banks a whopping $13,050 for the round. What a comeback. Now it's time for the prize puzzle round, where the winner gets a fantastic trip. The category is, what are you doing? Brenda, who has been patiently waiting, finally gets her chance. She starts with a good spin on $650 and calls an R. Vanna reveals two of them. She buys an A, and there are four A's on the board. She's playing it smart. She spins again and lands on $500, calling a G another two letters. She's on a roll. The puzzle is starting to take shape. It's a long one. She keeps spinning, carefully avoiding bankrupt, and racks up a few $1,000s. She then solves relaxing and soaking up the sun. And where will she be doing that? Pat reveals she's won a trip to the beautiful island of Jamaica, a prize worth over $6,000. Adding that to her cash, Brenda wins a total of $9,750 in this round. Everyone is on the board with big money. The third toss-up is for $3,000, and the category is person. The letters quickly spell out GUEST speaker. Tom buzzes in again, lightning fast. He solves guest speaker, adding another $3,000 to his total and taking back control of the wheel for round 4. The scores are getting tight now. Tom has $6,850, Sarah has $15,050, and Brenda has $9,750. It's still anyone's game as we head into the final rounds. Round 4 begins, and the speed-up bells chime. It's time for Pat's final spin. He gives the wheel a whirl, and it lands on $600. That means every consonant will be worth $1,600 from now on. The category is thing. Tom starts things off by calling a T. There's one. He's up to $8,450. He can't solve it. The turn passes to Sarah. She calls an S. Nope. No S over to Brenda. She adds $3,200 to her score, bringing her up to $12,950. She can't figure it out. Back to Tom. He calls an L1L. He still can't get it. Sarah's turn again. She buys a vowel, an O. There are 2. The puzzle is a bold proposal. Sarah calls the P, then the B, and finally solves it. With the final solve, she adds $4,800 to her already impressive total. And that's it. The main game is over. Tom finishes with a respectable $8,450. Brenda walks away with a fantastic $12,950. But our big winner, heading to the bonus round, is Sarah. With a grand total of $19,850 in cash and prizes, what an incredible performance. Now for the nail-biting bonus round. Sarah looks nervous but excited. She gives the bonus wheel a spin and lands on the star. We won't know what prize is inside until she solves the puzzle, or fails to. Pat hands her the envelope. The category is phrase. It's a tough one. As always, she gets the standard R, S, T, L, N, and E. Vanna reveals them. The board shows 2 N's and an E, not a lot to go on. Her puzzle looks like blank, blank, and blank, blank and A blank. Sarah chooses her letters, A, C, A, D, N, M, and N, A. The C and M appear. Now the board reads C blanc and blanc, E blanc and E blanc. She has 10 seconds. Dash something, dot, 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 M dash something, dot, dot, dot. Double quotes, the clock starts ticking. Come dot, 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 conjure, dot, dot, time is running out. Connect. Main. The buzzer sounds, oh, so close. Pat reveals the answer was convene me, a very tricky phrase. Sarah sighs, but is still smiling. She played a great game. Pat opens the envelope to see what she missed out on, dot, dot, and it was $32,000. Tough break, but she's still walking away with nearly $20,000. What an episode. Huge congratulations to Sarah, and great games by Tom and Brenda too. It just goes to show you how quickly things can change on Wheel of Fortune, especially with that mystery wedge. Thanks for joining me on this trip down memory lane. If you enjoyed this recap, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more classic game show content, and let me know in the comments what your favorite Wheel of Fortune moment is. See you next time.